Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We welcome all of our media partners from around our industry. Looking forward to sharing with you the new Dormakaba Discovery Center. I've been camped out so long outside, it just feels so good to be inside with the warmth and to be able to share with you now what we've got going on in the Discovery Center. We're going to take you through a little tour, talk about the history of our organization, talk about how the Discovery Center is structured in order to share with you all the different solutions that we have. We're going to dive in, we're going to talk a little bit techie, we're going to talk a little high level, we're going to talk all over the place. Please feel free to submit your questions in through the chat. At the end, we're going to make sure that we get answers to you. So if you've seen any of the interactions that I do, I love questions. So please get them coming in. Let us get you the answers that you need in order to make this as beneficial of a session as possible. So with that, let's go ahead, let's get into it, let's do it. Dormakaba built this center around our touchless solutions and realizing what the marketplace is and what we need to do in order to help people come back to work. So to start off, we've got a nice branded experience for you here as we enter into the Discovery Center utilizing our touchless controller. Here on the wall, we simply scan our hand in order to open the door to enter into the Discovery Center. So come on in. Really, the imperative nature of making sure touchless solutions are available for our customers in order to ensure that we're coming back into a sanitary environment, to ensure that people are getting access back to their buildings the way they need to and the way that they want to is really a highlight of this tour, and we'll show you that as we go through. So Paul showed you our opening here, nice welcome message on the screens that we give to everybody, really a showcase of all the different solutions and platforms that we're able to pull together to make life in the access control security world safe, simple, and secure. And really, it was built core and really established that as the foundation for our organization. Building a home here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and then a few years ago, our opportunity to be partnered up with the Dormakaba organization to be able to bring media partners, customers, channel partners all together in order to see all these different solutions really is an exciting and a very comprehensive Discovery Center that's here. Really named that way in order that we can discover each other together. Discover what Dormakaba can provide, the solutions that we can bring to market and provide out to meet end users' needs, but also to discover from our customers, to listen to them, to sit down, have conversations, and to engage with each other, to identify what those needs are in order to provide. This really is the foundation of Dormakaba and where we have grown as the industry has expanded out, but also providing solutions that are absolutely necessary in marketplaces today. Where we've got our mechanical hardware. I look at this 9K that is on the wall here. So our 9K has been in industry testing right now and just exceeded this week 51 million cycles in that test counting. No one else has a solution that has done that or been tested to that level. We're really excited about the durability and quality of the material and products that are coming out of this facility. I come over here to our precision exit device and I look at our new intruder function where with a ADA compliant turn knob, key cylinder, or maybe even a switch core that we'll talk about later, I can bring that security benefit onto the inside of a classroom in order to make sure that we're protecting our most valuable assets in schools or in companies, which is truly the people that make these things run. Really nice to highlight all of these solutions together. And then as Dormakaba grew in its industry, as it continued to evolve, we expanded out into other solutions that help us to make life simple, safe, and secure. So we've got a shelter, for instance, lockdown solution highlighted here, where I'm able to take a facility and bring it from a completely open space to a completely locked down and secure place within 10 seconds. The ability to lock down an entire building, let me take a step back, and able to lock down a door, a wing, a building, a campus, all within 10 seconds from the push of a button, really brings the opportunity to put people into a safe location during a trying circumstance that may be hitting them in their facility. So pulling all of these different solutions together, really nice to expand out the offering that we bring to our customers and make available. If I turn around then, we've got our crane anti-tailgating operator door here. Revolving doors are an oxymoron in the industry, where it's a door that's always open and always closed at the same time. Right? This allows for building efficiencies to happen, but also security. As I look at this crane revolver, if I get access granted to it, I'm able to come in, and then with anti-tailgating technology, I'm the only one that can go through that door at that time, and then be able to access it on the other side. So really nice safety measures in there as well, in order to ensure only the right people are getting in and the right people are going about their business with that anti-tailgating technology and the ability to make sure only the right people are getting in. Completely touchless, don't have to touch a thing in order to make that operate and continue to function. So really nice industry-leading crane technology there, and excited about what that provides to our customers. One of the most beautiful displays that we have in our setup here is the Uniquin sliding door. And the ability to take this beautiful glass opening and make it into a solution that is both classy and glassy. So the quietest, the smoothest sliding Uniquin operator, tied together with Dormakawa ladder pulls, and then small format interchangeable cores as well, in order to lock these up and make them secure. We'll talk about another innovation to bring electronic access control here in a few minutes. But if I were opening up a brand new office space, looking for what can make it distinguished, separate it from other facilities, these types of operators, these glass walls, these movable partitions, this really separates and makes something nice and unique to bring a distinguished classiness to an office space or any facility that might be out there. We have a brain center here also, where we take all of our disparate things around here and tie them into an access control platform. KeyScan Aurora is the solution that we have highlighted here. But what's really nice is we have the opportunity to help our third-party partners as well. So take our software OEM partners and allow them to put their software in on top in order to control this discovery center, allowing them to bring their customers here to see the value that we can bring to them together, and harmonized approach there. Really nice to have that customer experience, bring them into Indianapolis and help them have that true experience of Indy while they're in the facility. So continuing on down then, we've got electronic access solutions, where we've got our E7900 locks integrated into the Aurora platform, RCI power supplies and mag locks, all of these different solutions providing, along with Farpoint readers, the needs to address electronic access control, to give you that instant control for those hardwired doors, the near real time that wireless provides, all into an integrated Aurora platform. But Aurora isn't the only access control software out there in the marketplace. So that's where we get our integrated access control solutions, highlighting YQ and our recent partnership with Mercury Security, tying our portal gateway to the Mercury access panels to facilitate an easy integration into those platforms. We're really excited about the recent development in RS2 Access It platform, the Open Options platform, and many more that are in the works right now to expand out the opportunity to bring this intelligent solution to our customers to provide them the security that they need. That's really differentiated for our solution in this space, because we're providing a fully intelligent lock set, so that if the wireless goes down, network goes out, computer blows up, whatever it may be, we maintain that control at the point of control. That means if Dan Stewart's supposed to get in at 3 a.m., Dan Stewart gets in at 3 a.m. If that door is supposed to lock at 5 p.m., it locks at 5 p.m. Nothing outside of that lock needs to tell it to do that. A differentiator for our solution, reducing the infrastructure that customers have to put in, maximize the capacity of those Mercury platforms, making it more efficient for them to be able to deploy solutions at locations they probably didn't think possible before. Thinking of locations that you didn't think possible before, our latest innovation in the marketplace, SwitchTech. SwitchTech is built on our founding Frank Best innovation that was 100 years ago, where we take that small format interchangeable core and make it electronic. Simply by removing the existing small format core out of the mechanical lock, putting in a switch core, you've made that door an electronic access device, offering it in multiple different finishes and knob colors in order to be able to match the aesthetic of the locks that it's going into. This really provides ultimate control in a customer's facility. While we talk about locks a lot whenever, or doors a lot whenever we talk about access control, because if you can lock it, there's a small format interchangeable core locking mechanism for it. And this really brings the opportunity to bring that control down to all of those different locations. So if I look around a building, yes, I got doors, but behind those doors, I've got file cabinets, I've got storage gates, I've got desk drawers, I've got all rolling carts in medical facilities. All of those become use cases now. They bring control that previously wasn't able to be there, giving buildings efficiencies, helping them with occupancy standards, helping them with cleaning and sanitizing requirements, all in the form factor of a small format interchangeable core. Integrated into the Lenel S2 OnGuard platform, Genetec Security Center, or now new to market, a standalone software powered by a company called Locked, so that I can have an independent solution outside of those enterprise levels if I need to, that can bring this product, this solution to market, whether it be through our wholesale distribution channels, providing to locksmiths to allow them to provide this solution now to their customer base, really expanding out the market potential for the SwitchTech product line. Literally, I could spend the next 45 minutes to an hour just talking about SwitchTech, the innovation behind it, but I'm being told that I have to talk about everything else. So let's keep going down the line. Really nice to highlight our mobile access solutions. In the industry, we're growing in the access control space where Bluetooth devices, smartphones are being leveraged as credentials, and people are using them more and more absolutely every single day. So this diagram helps to understand how we deploy these solutions with our sister company, Legic. And really what we're doing and the differentiators for us around hardware encryption devices, reader intelligent controllers, secure sectors, and the delivery of that information. Feel free to ask a question in the chat about this. I'll do my best to answer it, but can't guarantee that I'll get it because some of this stuff is just too super sophisticated for me to even understand. So really nice to see, though, that we are leveraging this intelligent backend to ensure the safety, the security, and the integrity of the data that our customers are using. And really, we talked about SwitchTech as being our newest innovation. It's built around this established technology that's built out in the marketplace. How established of a technology? Well, our next section, hospitality, where Dormakaba has had a significant market presence for a long time now. And the different solutions that we offer, all of them now being capable of mobile devices. Over 10 million mobile credentials issued in the hospitality space, allowing customers that convenience of avoiding the check-in at the front desk, going straight to their room. I know when I travel, I like that a whole lot because when I get there, I want to get there. And this gives us the convenience to get to our facility. Powered by our community software, Ambiance, for making access control in either multi-housing or hospitality easy for them to deploy at their front desk, making a nice interface through a web browser to allow for them to get to those different solutions, get to the programming, get people, and make sure they're taking care of their patrons in a clean, efficient way. So really nice that we leverage all of this tied together in order to provide that solution. A growing marketplace in our facilities is the ability, or excuse me, in our industry is multi-housing. Multi-housing is an exploding market over the last several years where we're bringing together smart homes into community type living environments. And here we've got a breadth of really sleek, really good looking solutions that are either credential based, Bluetooth based, or hard key based in order to provide whatever the customer needs. Built on finishes that can withstand the worst the worst environmental conditions that you can experience in hurricanes and salt water and all those kinds of things, to ensure the durability of them is really essential. This one you might recognize as the tuxedo finish that Derek shared with me while we were going through my little camp out. Really nice to show you the operation, simple, easy to use, that not even any kind of learning curve as to how to make a lock operate, right? I simply just have to present my credential and then I can open my door. Simple, safe, and secure, giving customers that ease of use in order to get the intelligence that they want to have, the functionality that they need in their lives, and the ability to deploy this for building managers to allow them the opportunity to provide these solutions to their tenants. If I pan down here to the left, I see our Argus speed gate. As we get the opportunity to come back and go into the buildings, being able to ensure traffic control and ensure that the right people are coming into my facilities, that I keep account of the people that are going. Our speed gates are utilized in multiple different industries, including entertainment facilities like sports arenas and different locations like that. With an integration into biometric access control, I can ensure that only the right people are going into my facilities at the right times, simply by waving their hand and being able to access through the gate. Really nice opportunity, touchless environment in order to be able to give them that quick, easy access, to avoid tailgating, so only the right people are coming in. Completely customizable in the slimmest form factor that's offered in the marketplace today. So you can get the colors of the LEDs to do what you want. You can put etched glass on the sides, make it look as aesthetically pleasing to your location, to a customer's location as they need to. And then as we continue down then, we've got our full height version of it as well, so that I can have the glass partitions the way they need to be. Utilizing these in travel and ticketless entries into airports and planes and things like that. All kinds of good opportunity around that for customers. Again, fully customizable, whether it be the color, the LEDs, the panels that are on the side, etched glass in order to put branding or whatever needs to be there. All of that becomes an opportunity for the end users of these solutions. As we continue on and keep looking at this, the opportunity to integrate it into access control systems so that I can use a Bluetooth credential, for instance, or a card that I might have at my facility, all of that can be tied together in order to ensure a continuity of service, a continuous experience, consistent experience for customers. And then I come back to Bruce's corner over here. Bruce Kale is our global business owner for our safe locks. And this is really, though, where the highest security type devices live. Our combination locks for safes, whether it be for banking, for ATMs, government facilities to keep confidential documents locked up, safe and secure, and only the right people getting access to them, we have the solutions available. For instance, the Sencon lock down here in the corner, a self-generating power device, which allows me to rotate this core in order to charge it up, in order to be able to use it to get access, to get into the location. If I think about banks and the number of ATMs or things that they need to lock up that this lock provides a solution for, to have a self-generating power, I can be confident that I'm sending a technician, if I'm sending a collector out to get into that ATM, to get into that vault, I'm not worried about the power being out. They're going to be able to get in with that self-generating power and access to it. All cards on table, everybody. This is my least area of expertise, so I apologize for not knowing everything about it, but really excited about what it's able to provide, the solutions that it brings, the high security aspect of it, and what that does. Now, we structured the Discovery Center in order to showcase our solutions, to invite partners to come in, to share our solutions with them, And typically, a partner will come in with an idea of what they need, a challenge that they're trying to address. Discovery Center allows us the opportunity to address that for them in order to be able to go ahead and discover the solution that they need. But beyond that, we have the opportunity to help them see different solutions, how to help them improve their functionality, improve their efficiencies in their buildings beyond what they came here to see. That really helps them and us to become a consultative partner in order to help them to improve their buildings. One way that we do that, we showed all of the different displays that we have around here. But these cabinets behind me are one of the things that I like really as well. So for instance, if a customer comes to me and they're talking about the need for a speed gate in order to control access to their corporate facility, great, we talk about the Argus speed gate. But then we can help them look at cybersecurity and the needs to make sure that all of that information is protected, the access to those different locations. Well, we can open up this door and show them not only our touchless operators and switches here, but for instance, the RCI server lock, where we can now bring electronic access control to those server cabinets in order to be able to help them control the physical access to those things as a supplement. If you can physically access it, you have the chance to compromise it. Just ask any IT person. If you get physical access to a server, you have a higher likelihood of being able to compromise that server. So being able to control that, we bring them that, we help them with those types of things and those challenges in their environments. All of that with other solutions built in here really helps us to establish a nice full customer experience in order to be able to give these customers the ability to see all of these different solutions, have them all tied together and have them all working in a harmonized way. So really excited about this. It's built in such a way to be interactive as well. For instance, follow me over this way. Let's check out and see what I'm talking about there. We've seen, as we've walked around, we've seen a lot of different interactive touch screens, which allow me then, as I'm in the retail commercial space, to look at different solutions that we have available. So we can touch through, we can see what these solutions are, we get video content to help us understand them, to engage with our customers, to show them the solutions in action, to look at the people who worked on it, and to get the stories built around that and how it can benefit them in their facilities. So these touch screens are awesome. Want to show you a couple other things that we got going on as well. Fully interactive displays, whether it be computer monitors or touch screens and those kinds of things, we have all of them available. But we also have augmented reality and the ability to show customers not only what they see, what they can touch, and all those different things, but the interaction or the option to integrate and engage virtually with other content, floating in the air with the augmented reality goggles, which are simply amazing. We've got a nice little photo studio over here that we can take people's pictures, put them out onto social media. We've got customer stories that show on the big screen over there, and all kinds of nice things that are able to take care of interaction, helping people understand the Dormacaba family, right? All the pictures of the people up there are Dormacaba employees. And that's one of the things I really love about this organization. Dorma and Kaba are both family names that came together several years ago, and then they bought a company called Best Access Systems, another family name, and we pulled that all together into a big global organization where we're putting our customers first. We're taking the courage in order to go out and innovate in the industry with items like SwitchTech and the platform that's bringing into the market. And then also keeping those customers first by building their trust in us. What we say we're gonna do, we're gonna do. And that's what we wanted to do here in the Discovery Center, was really make that a nice, engaging environment for us to come together, to collaborate, to learn from each other, and to really pull it all together for it. So I have talked now for the last 27 minutes straight. I am winded, right? So I'm going to take a pause, check in with Carol real quick, and see if we got any questions there in the chat. Please, if you haven't typed it yet, go ahead and put it in. Let us engage together so that we can make this content as refreshing as possible. So Carol, what do you got?
I do have some questions for you, Dan. The first one, which SFIC cores does SwitchTech work with, and where is that available?
That is fantastic. And I thank you, Carol, for picking the softball first, because SwitchTech has been my baby for the last 5 years, and really excited about what it brings to the marketplace. And that's the beauty of the small format interchangeable core, is that they're all manufactured, whether it's Best Access, whether it's Schlage, Medico, Yale, InstaKey, no matter who makes a small format interchangeable core, they're all designed and made to the same standard. So if it's got an existing SFIC, you're able to pull out that mechanical core, put in a switch core into virtually anything that locks, and now you've made it an electronic access point. As far as where it's available, we have our partnerships and our distribution partners out there. Feel free to reach out to your distributor, your partner in the marketplace where you like to buy your hardware. Likely we have a relationship with them, and we can make this solution available to you in the marketplace, making it easy, convenient to purchase. Carol, thank you for the easy question. I'm ready for a hard one.
You got it. Can you elaborate a little bit more on TouchFree and the benefits that it has for society today?
Fantastic question. And the benefits of TouchFree in our environment, where we're trying to open up buildings, get back to work, get people back into public settings. Transmission of diseases comes from interacting and touching different things that people are engaging with every single day. Providing touch-free access at as many public door locations that are being used by multiple people on a given day helps to reduce that risk of spread. So by simply waving our hand, we're able to do that. Dormakaba took the initiative to pull together some simplified, easy deployment of touchless solutions where we've got packages for the most common door applications that are out there. If I think in buildings, touchless was typically something reserved for the perimeter. As I walked in, the sliding doors opened, but after that, I still had to interact with doors. One use case that I can think of that nobody likes to touch or interact with is the bathroom door, right? And so now that gives us the opportunity to bring a touchless, simply wave my hand in front of one of our touchless actuators, and now that door automatically opens. As I'm leaving, drying my hands, wave my hand in front of that actuator again, throw away. I don't have to touch a thing after I've done my part to reduce the risk of spread of disease by washing my hands for 20 seconds and being engaged in being a good steward of helping with that as well. I don't have to worry about touching somebody else's stuff. They don't have to worry about touching my stuff. Simply wave our hands, reduce the risk, and be able to get through all kinds of different use cases now with the solutions that are available. Great question, Carol. Keep them coming.
All right, you ready for this one?
No,
but let's go. Can you talk about some of the end-to-end solutions that are available for entire building connectivity?
What? End-to-end solutions? That's amazing, right? So when I think about end-to-end solutions, I think about a customer's experience. I pull up to a building and I get out of my car, and now I'm at one end of it. And so if I look at what I'm capable of doing from an end-to-end solution, we've got our crane revolving door that we walk through, showing that anti-tailgating option and capability there. Don't have to touch a thing on the way in. As I get into that lobby, then I can go through an Argus speed gate, waving my hand to ensure that I'm a right person to be in that building. As I get up to my floor where my office is located, before I even get there, I can be in that elevator with a Farpoint reader that can grant me access, and then I can select or go automatically to only the floor that I'm allowed to go in that building. As I exit that elevator, now I have the opportunity to engage with the Dormakaba operator at the entrance to my building, whether it be a sliding operator, our low energy operators, to be able to open that door, whether I'm securing it with a Farpoint card reader tied into an Aurora access system or into somebody else's access system. I can now get through that perimeter door. As I walk down the hallway to my beautiful glass wall with a uniquin slider on it, with the rail, the ladder pull on it, I have a switch core integrated into that. And now I can present my credential there and get into my office space and go about my day. All of that providing the end-to-end solution for the customer experience, all through Dormakaba provided hardware to get from my car to my office. And then if I go through the reverse process, which you probably don't want to hear me say, but I can go through all those adhering to all ADA, BHMA, life safety, all of it meets all of those different requirements. So hopefully that answers your question. And Carol, any more? Sweet.
When is the Discovery Center open for visitors and customers?
That's awesome question. And I just got in here today, right? I've been camped outside for the last 2 months. And let me tell you, the Indy weather has been horrible over the last few days. Like 8 to 10 inches of snow have fallen. It's like 1 degree, and it's just not fun to be camped outside. So I am so glad that I was able to come in today to visit it. Dormakaba is open for business, and scheduling of the visits to the Discovery Center. We can get a website up on the screen for you. Carol can remind us of it in a little bit. But you're able to go to that website, engage with us there, register to come, get your visit, bring your customers, bring anybody that you want with you to come through the facility with us. If you don't feel comfortable coming out and traveling just yet, we've got virtual tours available as well there, where you can have a flying tour through the Discovery Center, engage with different video content that we have prepared around the different solutions that we have available here in the Discovery Center. So feel free to log in, engage with that. You can do that today if you wanted to, and really excited to share that with you and what we have there. So Carol, can you remind me, what's that website again?
That is discoverdormakaba.com.
discoverdormakaba.com. I've been typing Discovery Center Camp out for so long, I just got to get that one in there. discoverdormakaba.com. Thank you. Now, again, we're here for you. Any questions that you have, feel free to enter them into the chat. Let's make sure you get the content that you need, the answers that you need, any questions that you might have. Feel free to ask them so that we can engage with you. So Carol, I'll come back to you, ask if we got any more.
Just one more.
Sweet.
With social distancing being as how it is now, what are our plans on bringing training into the market with using the Discovery Center?
That's a great question, and really do like that. Yes, all of our in-person training has been canceled at this point. But we still continue to have our e-learnings, video presentations, engagement that we're putting together, content to ensure that you know how to utilize our solutions, where our solutions fit into the marketplace. All of that is available to you now. The Discovery Center is built in our training area of our factory, so the two are right together with each other. Earlier today, a gentleman was recording a video around a solution in here, the touchless actuator, in order to show how to install it, wiring, and how to physically put it in whenever installing it out in the marketplace. So we're tying all of that together to ensure that we're giving you the content that you need, giving you the instruction that you need, and pulling it all together. We look forward. We are eager. I wish that you could all be here with me right now and engaging together in person so that we can be having this conversation live. And we're excited to have the opportunity to do that as soon as everybody's ready to do it. So we're looking forward to that time. Carol, did I talk long enough to get another question?
You did.
Yes.
Very good. What kind of entertainment venues are we seeing some interest in for the solutions like touchless turnstiles?
Fantastic question. Entertainment facilities such as sporting arenas. I think of one of our latest opportunities where we did a lot of glass walls, where we did our entrance turnstiles and things like that. The LA Rams' new facility that they just built there to play all of their games. Looking forward to actually getting into it and seeing what we actually deployed there, but that's a great one. The really big football game that was won for the 7th time by an aged quarterback. I don't know if I have the rights to say what that game is actually called in the marketplace, but our turnstiles were there to help ensure that only the right people were getting in. I think one of the great things they did around that football game was giving free access to 7,000 frontline workers who had been vaccinated and able to come and see that national spectacle that maybe they couldn't do previously. When they did, they went through some Dormicaba turnstiles. So sports arenas are definitely a use case. Travel facilities, airports, absolutely a use case, but also commercial buildings and high rises that have multiple tenants to ensure the right people are going in, making sure that I have a count of who's in my building and potentially where and which company they're working for in the building as well. All of those represent different use cases across the different verticals around our gates and things like that. That was a great question, and you know what game I was talking about. Carol, any other questions?
I think that we are wrapped up on our questions for right now, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Carol. DiscoverDormicaba.com. If we could put a call to action in this, if you want more content, if you want to engage, if you want to take your own personal self-paced tour, engage with us there at DiscoverDormicaba.com. Register if you're in the mood and if it suits your needs and your means, please come out here, engage with us in person. We'd be happy to take you through the Discovery Center. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share this with you. Thank you for anybody that contacted Jill or Carol or Joe and told them that it was time to get me out of the cold and let me come in and be here with you today. I truly appreciate that. And I thank you all for your time. Hope you all stay safe, have a great day, and we look forward to engaging with you in the future.